Hello and welcome back to another day in some woods, just not my woods. In fact, the woods are kind of short-lived because I'm actually at Tom's farm. And believe it or not, I've not actually been on this side of the farm, and he's done an incredible job of actually setting this place up. It looks really, really good. I have camped all the way at the top over there because his farm goes from here all the way to the where you see the house up there. But crikey Joe, after driving like 2 hours, I wish I brought a coat because I am absolutely freezing. But there is one man and he's right there that I need to see. I've missed you so much.
Oh, you see him?
That stellar man right there is the last person on my bucket list I need to find because I have not seen him in so long. So I don't know how to get in. I think he's like in a bulletproof area. Absolutely lovely reunion with Carl. And if I don't get stomped by copyright, look who I've just spotted here. Ah! No! Well, that was a flying high and by because I needed the toilet and he needed to go up and find Alfie before he went. But we should catch up with Tom a little bit later. I think we might actually go for a little bit of a tour around this place and see what goodies I've got hidden. But before I do that, for those people who have absolutely no idea who Tom actually is or where I am, for the last 6 or 7 years now, I've been working for a YouTuber called Tom. He's also known as Syndicate or Life of Tom. And this is his 110 acre farm, and I'm currently on his 60 acres where he's hosting a pumpkin patch for all of his viewers to come and see. It's the first event he's done on here, so I thought we'd pop up and show our support and see how it's all come together. First up is the maze, which Benji is very excited for, but we just walked through the arch and Joe has done a wicked job with that. That looks really good. I've mentioned before, but when we like open up the paddock area and we clear it all out, we want to put an archway that is like a walkway into the woods. I don't think it'll be as big as that one, but I want a really nice archway to like entryway into the woods. Don't think I'll even use real stuff for it just because I don't think it will stay alive unless you get some vines that grow over it, I guess. But no, yeah, archway is super. I don't know, something about it that just makes it look cool. And look at that. Actually, it looks really good now that it's been cleaned. I would love him to like actually repaint this whole thing and really, really tidy it up. But the fact that that's been cleaned and it looks that good is amazing. Really, really nice tractor. I'm so glad he saved it. See, now one of these vehicles, he's going to be stupid enough to leave the keys, and it would be very funny to drive it around and try and find it with it, but I think we'll avoid that. Anyways, we have finally made it to the farm where he has been growing all of his pumpkins, and I have spent countless hours editing the footage of all the tractors and diggers and everything that he's been doing on this field. I've been saying, I've bumped into so many people today, so if you're someone who I have met today, it's been a pleasure to meet you all. But I was just saying, it's like, I've been to see Tom a lot and you guys have seen me pop up to see him, but I've never actually been around the land at all. So this is actually my first time being on his 60 acres because the 60 and the 50 is split for those people who don't know. And even when I go onto the 50, I only ever go as far as like the HQ, so I've never been around Tom's land. I think he just assumes because obviously I edit all the videos and I see all the footage that I don't need a tour because I know it all, but it is definitely different seeing it in person versus like seeing it through the screen. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I highly recommend, by the way, next year if he does it again, to come pop down and take a look for yourselves, because I think this is just a taster and a teaser for what's to come like next year when it gets even bigger. But yeah, it's amazing what he's done. Well, happy for him. But now I am on the hunt for the smallest pumpkin. I just want a nice little cute pumpkin that I can have Lilia sit down and take a picture with. Granted, we did take this picture and she looks adorable. She's so happy. I mean, she's currently strapped up to Jess and she's not overly keen on that. I think she's just a bit mellowed out. And she just wants to be free because she's got to that age where she can crawl around and she like wants to walk and roam. To be honest, she wants to climb everything, and due to where we are and stuff, we can't really get her out. So we took a little opportunity to take a picture, but now I'm trying to find a Diddy pumpkin. I wasn't very successful, and I have now acquired the pushchair. I tried looking, but every time I had a look, I would bump into someone, and I'd rather spend 5, 10, 15 minutes having a chat with someone who takes the time to come over, then look for a pumpkin. So maybe next time. But yeah, Lily's now fallen asleep and I'm starving, so hopefully we can get some food. Well, it's nearly 3 o'clock and our day at the farm has come to an end. I have a very strong feeling that today's video, or so far at least, is incredibly short. But to be perfectly honest, every time I tried pulling out my phone and actually filming something, I would bump into somebody. So I haven't been able to actually film a great deal. And on top of that, I've just been catching up with people as well. So yeah, it's been short and sweet. I've been saying to people that now things have calmed down at the house, and you know, we're kind of waiting on, you know, the next step and to progress with everything, that I've got a bit more time on my hands. So I might actually pop up again and come and say hi to people, like Tom Upton, the Viking, who came and helped with all the stuff down on the garden when we very first got the place. He's got a new unit and he wants to do some stuff in there, and he's asked if I'll come down and give him a hand with that, which I'd love to do, see what he's got going on. And it would always be nice to come back up and see Tom properly, because as I say, I bumped into Tom and it was like, oh, I'll be 5 minutes, and then you know what Tom time's like, I'm never going to see him. So yeah, short and sweet, but I can actually see now all the way up there, that is most likely a queue for people to go see Tom. So yeah, it's been nigh impossible, but it has been absolutely lovely to catch up with friends that I haven't seen in forever, because I've not been up to Manchester in so long. So to see Carl, I genuinely haven't seen Carl in like a good year, maybe a little bit longer than that. As well as like Alice and everybody. The only person I've not managed to see today is Lydia, and I just don't know where she is. It would have been nice to catch up with her, but I have no idea where she is. So anyways, because it is now 3 o'clock and we have a 2.5 hour drive back home, we're going to get in a car and hit the road. So it's been amazing, and I'm looking forward to coming back to the 110 acre farm. But for now, we are back home on this dreary day, which so happens to be the next day. Yeah, I have to apologize. Well, I don't really want to apologize for it, because I met so many lovely people at Tom's like pumpkin patch and the event he's hosting over there, that it was like I couldn't film anything. I tried. I've just watched the footage back from yesterday, and it's just all over the place. I'm really sorry for the beginning of this video, where I'm like, oh, let's go do this, and then I don't film anything else because I bump into someone. I'm really bad. I probably need to get better at it, of filming other people. Because personally, like, it doesn't bother me if someone puts a camera in my face, because I'm just so used to it now. But because like I haven't seen Carl in forever, or it's been, you know, a good few months since I've seen Tom Upton and other people and stuff like that, it doesn't. I'd rather like give them my full attention, not be holding my phone. So yeah, it's like, oh, I'm gonna go bump into this person, I'm gonna say hi to this person I've not seen in ages, and then I start talking to them, I just forget to film something, because like the vlog isn't my first thought, it's the person who stood in front of me. So I can only apologize for that. It's something I will work on, because I so wish, like, looking back on like my vlogs for the last couple of years, 3 years, how long I've been doing this now, that one of the things I was thinking about this when I filmed doing this whole area, it would be lovely to capture moments of us doing things, because, you know, this is not just a me effort. I've had so many friends and family come out and help me. It'd be looking back in years to come of like where this place was and where we've taken it to have those people in the videos, like burnt into the videos, as like memories, because they helped us along the way, and they're so integral and important to what we're doing here. So I definitely need to get better at filming other people. I know it could probably be uncomfortable for those people who I see around me on a regular basis. But yeah, the start of this vlog is just so fallen apart. And if you are new here and you're, you know, not someone who watches my channel on a regular basis, I can only apologize for how potato the beginning of this video was. As I said, it would have been nice to properly catch up with Tom, but he flew by. I saw him for 5 seconds and then he flew off. And like I said to him and to many other people, I think I will probably dedicate, like, whether it's a weekend or just a day, to go up there and like properly catch up with everybody. I would love that, because it's been so long since I've chatted to people. But as I'm fairly confident that there will be a fair few new people here today. For those people who have been around for a while, you'll know all of this, but I'm going to do a bit of a recap on where I'm at with the vlogs and my life and everything so far. So this was my nan's house for over 50 years, and recently, as of about 3 months ago now, we moved in. It started off with me on my own in the caravan, and then when my family moved here, we all now sleep in the garage, which Jess is in currently feeding Lilia, so I can't go and show you around. But I converted a garage, or my nan's garage, about a year ago now to turn it into a bit of a storage area for us. Unfortunately, I went a bit over the top with it, so it's essentially a very large garage bedroom conversion, so it feels like a bedroom in there. Now, the only thing about it that isn't great is, one, the electric source isn't like very stable at all, and the plasterwork's not great because I did that. But as of now, for a good 3 months now, we have been sleeping in a garage. But for context, our property starts at this gate here, and this is essentially the car park, as evident by all of the cars and stuff. And it wraps around here to where you can see the tree line back there and all of this area, which is currently overgrowing. But much like our paddock that we have been clearing out, we do intend on clearing everything else up and making this car park area, or this area up here, as nice and tidy as possible. Because many moons ago, this was essentially like a roundabout, and you could drive all the way around here and come back out this side. My goal is to try and return this place back to how I remember it growing up. But for those people who are new around here, my nan obviously lived here for 50 plus years with my granddad, and she's recently moved out into a pensioner home, and we've moved in. But as you know, we're essentially in the middle of the woods in nowhere. It's quite difficult. My nan's like turning 80 years old, and to try and manage all of this on our own is just like, it's nigh impossible. So it's been overgrowing a little bit, and I'm trying to bring it back to the glory days of what I remember, because there used to be like a play area here. In the back paddock there used to be geese, and I hated them. But long term, I want to turn this quadrant here into like a kids go ape play area with like ropes from here to here and zip lines and stuff. And then in the back there, I want to create like a off-grid log cabin, so that when I have guests around, there's somewhere like secluded for them to stay. And I think like a little log cabin in the woods will be mint. It's not going to be like a huge house or anything that's like make my way down the slide, but it is going to be comfortable spot for people to come and stay in. And in the interim, when people aren't staying in it, we'll use it as kind of like a garden room where we can sit there, watch the kids playing out here, and it's kind of like an outdoory office, which will be so nice. I mean, look at where we are. It's like in the middle of the woods. It's absolutely beautiful. So we've only just recently cleared this out. It still needs to be scraped back, maybe a job for Mr. Upton to come back and help me with, and then likely chances are probably cover the entire thing in wood chip or something, or I don't know, I'll speak to some professionals about what the best course of action is for that, so it doesn't become heavily overgrown again. But the fence line there obviously showcases how far back it goes. It's a massive area, and there is a fence that separates the paddock from the back garden, which I've had friends come down and help clear out. I can't claim any of the credit for how the garden looks right now. I've had friends come down and just take their tools to it and just clear it out, because this is all equally as overgrown as everything else. It's starting now. You can see nettles coming through. It's starting to come back, so it needs to be kept on top of. But one of the first things we actually did when I moved here was dig a trench all the way through here to where you see that service chamber there, so that I could bring up electrical mains, internet, and water up to the garage, because I knew we'd be spending a lot of time up there. Originally we thought we'd all stay in the caravan, but our family is too big for the caravan, so the garage just made more sense in the end, so that's where we stay. Yeah, the back garden is quite large. It keeps on going all the way down to like level with the house. We did have an amazing apple tree in the center of the garden, but unfortunately it fell down one day, so it's currently like ratchet strapped up and is still alive. At least that's what I'm hoping. Time will tell to see if it takes again, but yeah, I've got it strapped up, and it's not going anywhere. It's perfectly safe. I'm really hoping that the tree comes back, because I actually love it. It's literally in the center of the back garden, and it's such a memory thing for me, and it's so sentimental. But yeah, I did absolutely rip the garden to shreds, and actually the grass is starting to come through on its own. I've not seeded it at all. I think next year we'll probably seed it, but I would love there to be like a really nice lawn out here for the kids to play on, and then complemented by like my nan's gardening that she's been doing for years and years here, and having so many lovely plants. Keep those in place or replant them and move them around. So everything that my nan's done over years stays in the garden. I don't want to change too much. Going past the house, we have the front garden, which I can't really walk through because you can see it's just it's covered in trees. I can't get through there. On top of that, it's also started raining. But yeah, the front garden goes way down there as well. So I'd love to actually like keep on top of the trees and actually make a pathway so you can walk through it and get down there, because it's, again, another beautiful garden. Out the back of the house, we have this like temporary conservatory thing that my mum built. I helped out a little bit with it, but I can't take much credit for it at all. I did do the roof, so I put the roof on, but the old one like was a conservatory and it was falling down, so we very quickly and on a very tight budget propped up this conservatory. So yeah, the plan is with this is actually to turn it into an extension. Let me just fix the camera. There we go, you've got water on your face. But the plan is to actually put an extension here and it become our lounge, which will make more sense as I walk through the house. But yeah, I want this to continue extending across there to where you can see the corner of these tiles, come across here and join onto this building. Turn that into a utility room. And then we have a lounge here, like a boot room out there, and a utility room. So when you're walking in, get your boots off, you can go into the utility room and there'll be like a washing area to like, you know, get off all your dirt if you're covered in dirt, or if we get a dog, there'll be like a little dog bath in there, all that kind of fun stuff. Long way down the line before we get that, but the first place you enter into in the house is the kitchen. Well, it was a kitchen before I messed around in it. It currently looks like a bomb site has hit it because all of my tools are everywhere. Everything is coated in dust and the sink is just a mess. In our defense, we've had a very busy few days and I've just not got around to sorting downstairs out, but we will tidy this up. So this is the kitchen. Long term, we want to actually raise the lintel on the fireplace, the old fireplace, move it up to like here, convert it into like an extractor vent, and then put like an Aga type oven in there, an oven that will fill that entire space and make that where the oven goes. If we can pull that off, oh my god, this kitchen will be what dreams are made of. The only thing we wouldn't be able to put in here is like an island, but I don't think that's that big of a deal anyway. Sink will most likely stay where it is, but we'll put some worktops on the side as well as, you know, wall hung cabinets and stuff. But oven in there, oh, would be amazing. Moving into the house past this doorway, which the door's actually there for now, we'll have what is our bedroom. So this was a lounge that I have put Jess's temporary kitchen in so she can cook and stuff in here. But long term, this will become our bedroom. It might seem odd for those people who haven't been following along, but the bathroom was downstairs, and this is a 3-bedroom house, and one of the rooms upstairs is a box room, and we have converted or begun converting that into a bathroom. So we've lost the bedroom upstairs. The 2 kids will have upstairs, and then me and Jess will be downstairs. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I think once you're past the kitchen, you enter the living space, our bedroom down here. We don't mind that. If in many ways, I think as we get older, we don't have to go up and down the stairs, we will be amazing. So yeah, our bedroom is going to go in here, but for the time being, it is serving as a kitchen. So when we finish upstairs, which I'll talk through when we go up there, I can actually then come down here, work on the kitchen, and we still have a working kitchen whilst I do that kitchen. Then once the kitchen's finished, we can take this all out, turn it into a bedroom. Now that is technically the front door, but as you can see, foam creeping out of it and the OSB, the door is out of commission and mice are coming in. So it's currently just well sealed at the moment. Won't be using that for a while. But in here is where the old bathroom used to be. Now, again, everything's all over the place. Things are pulled out because, as I said, we've had mice problems recently. And I don't know why. The washing machine decided to stop working and I fixed it. Now it's working. I just haven't got around to doing anything. But yes, for the time being, it's been turned into essentially a downstairs toilet, and it's got our utilities in. Now, when I did this, a lot of people were questioning, like, you should stack these. And I was like, well, I don't want to block the window. Now that it's got kind of paper over it, it wouldn't have really mattered, I guess. And I could always just lift it up and put it on top. But it's been working for us. We're not too worried. It's not permanent. It's just there as like a placeholder, somewhere to use our utilities until we get the utilities done. Yeah, it works. It's not been a stress point or been annoying at all. It's perfectly fine. It works for us, as I said. But yeah, down here, got sink, toilet, tumble dryer, washing machine, just to have a bathroom, a working bathroom, whilst we're doing everything else in the house, which we're getting close to having a fully fledged bedroom to bathroom conversion upstairs. But before I take you into there and describe the walls I've been knocking down and doing stuff in there, the first room that we'll do once the bathroom is finished is this room. Every room has a fireplace in it, but they will all be boxed in and then ventilated, because I just don't think we need them. But this is essentially going to be Lilia's room. It was my nan's room, but this is the first room we'll do. It's the largest room with no obstruction. So we're going to convert this room. We'll all keep in this room, and then Benjamin's room is in there. I have been quoted by the plasterer to plaster the whole of upstairs is going to cost me around £2,000. Now, hopefully, if like a Christmas bonus goes well or something like that, I don't know how it's going to work with Jess because of her work has gone from full-time, maternity leave, part-time, and stuff like that. Fingers crossed, we'll get she'll get a good bonus, and if she does, we can plaster the whole upstairs, and in the new year, we can actually move in, because it won't take long after it's been plastered. It's one of the last things to do. But for the time being, we're stuck in the garage. So yeah, as I said, this is Benjamin's room. Similar size to the main room. Lilia, as I said, has a slightly larger room, because I kind of figure she's gonna have more stuff. They might swap as they get older, but I honestly think Benjamin have his bed, he'll get a desk, and that's probably all he's gonna want in this room. I don't imagine he's gonna need much. His room does have the water, what's it called? The water tank in here. This needs ripping out and reboxing because it's not done great. Because the guys who installed it for some reason just didn't rebuild it. They just added a frame and put a door on it. So yeah, this whole thing needs reboxing and everything needs replastering up here. Now, the bathroom. Originally, the landing was literally just here and the door was here. Jess asked if I could move the door into the bathroom and make the landing larger. So I've knocked this wall down and I've knocked the wall out that was above this, like the door for the stairs, which is why there is a piece of plywood here to stop you from falling down. And I've rebuilt a doorway for the bathroom. The last thing we had done in here was the plastering. So this room is now fully plastered. God, the walls feel so nice. They're like silky. It's like touching glass. It's crazy. But this whole room has been replastered and redone. I'll show some footage on screen right now of what it used to look like. And now what it looks like is it's just a stark contrast. I've studded this wall out because I've had to manage the soil waste pipe for like the toilet and all of the wastewater up here. So this wall has been built up to accommodate the soil stack. And then rather than wasting the wall, I've built in shelves for us to store things. And whilst I've not done a perfect job of it, I think it's turned out all right in the end. I've just started fitting the bath. Hopefully later on this week, I'll have it all properly plumbed in and just done, ready to go, but I was missing some parts for it and I needed to think a little bit more. Thankfully, that video's gone out and I've had some feedback, which I didn't think about when I did this, as I have put my tap in the middle and there is not a great deal of room between the wall and the tap for me to tile to. So originally, or normally, you would fit the bath and then tile from the bath up or tile down to the bath. So the tile overlaps the bath a little bit. In this situation, because of this tap right here, I might have to tile behind the bath and then fit the bath to the wall after the fact. That's an update for another video, but this is how far we have got with the house so far. As you can probably imagine, there has been financial constraints with renovating this house. I have moved 4 times in the last 2 years and I've had a baby, so it's been quite challenging. I've been so lucky to have people help me out along the way, and fortunately, thanks to University of YouTube, I've managed to do most of this, if not all of this, pretty much by myself. With the exception of skimming the walls, I haven't tried plastering yet. I do want to give it a go. I'm open to trying everything, but this one bathroom, there is a time limit on it because the caravan you saw at the top, which we've been basically using as a glorified bathroom, it is going next month. So I need to get that bathroom sorted. Otherwise, how are we going to shower and wash the kids and all that kind of stuff? So this has got a time limit on it. We're getting very, very close to being finished with it. Hopefully over the next month, we should get it completely done and we'll have a fully fledged bathroom upstairs in this house. And it'll be the first time we've actually had 2 toilets in this house, or I've even first time I've ever had 2 toilets, which is kind of a nice thing. Like it's a very little thing, but no longer having to wait for someone else to use the bathroom. Guess that is a silver lining that I never really considered. But yeah, once that's done, we will start focusing on renovating the bedrooms and making them ready for us to move into. A lot of work left to go, even after I've done the house, which is probably going to take me another year, I imagine, to get it all comfortable and living and us living out of it. Like, there is still so much to do in like my garden and like in the paddock area that I talked about at the very beginning, and the car park. And I want to build a workshop. I want to build a studio, not for like necessarily this, but I have like 3D printers, CNC machines. Jess is starting an embroidery business, all of these things, and it'd be really cool to have a studio to do all those things from, which is what the garage will eventually be. So yeah, I think she also wants to start an allotment. So yeah, there is so much coming to the channel, and due to the fact that I am doing this by myself for a large majority of the time, the progress is slow. So if you are someone who is new to my channel and has stuck around to this point, hit subscribe, follow us along, join our family on the adventure that is this place, because I'm telling you, in 1 year, 2 years time, 3 years time, looking back at where we are right now, you're gonna wish you followed along, because I can't even remember really what it looked like when I moved in 3 months ago to where we've come to now. And after seeing how far we've got with the bathroom, it gives me a lot of hope for revitalizing this house and turning it into a stunning place for me and my family to live. I have so many amazing childhood memories of living here, growing up here, exploring the woods, making dens, playing, and like going to work with my granddad and spending time with my bringing my nan frogs home. My nan's petrified of frogs, used to bring frogs home all the time. I have so many memories of this place, and I love sharing them along the way. And hopefully you guys enjoy the ride as well. Now, I do appreciate that people who have been watching me now for like the last 3 months or have been following along with the house already know a lot of this stuff, but I figured today is probably one of those vlogs where a lot of new people will come in. Whether you stick around to this point or not, I don't know. A lot of people, I imagine, will just go watch the Tom segment and then probably click off the video. But if you have stuck around, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Probably a shorter vlog for me today, as I suppose I should have expected it. 5 hours driving in the car with 2 kids, Jess, and I had a friend come with me as well, because we had a friend come down to stay to help us do stuff here. Yeah, it's the day was just written off. And then not to make matters worse, like I said, but the fact that I met so many people, I wasn't expecting to meet that many people. My genuine expectation was, you know, people don't really know what I look like because I'm not in Tom's vlogs all that much. So I didn't think too many people would come up and say hi. And I'm also incredibly awkward, and I'm not a very approachable person. I'm working on it. I'm trying my best, but I don't know. I feel awkward and weird. It's just one of those things for me. I get so lost in this, like, it's just me talking to my phone, and then I just post a video online and people happen to watch it. And then my most interaction I get is like talking to people via comments. But when you meet people in the masses in person, it's like, oh, this is overwhelming. But it's lovely. I really hope that anyone who met me had a pleasant experience meeting me, and I wasn't too awkward. But yeah, it was so good. And yeah, the vlog wasn't absolutely reaming with, you know, madness and adventures and productivity, but for me, I got a bit of a day off and I met so many amazing people and got to thank you guys personally for watching my videos. Like, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing half the things I do. You keep me motivated to constantly work on the house, constantly always keeping on the go, even when I'm like, you know, you're feeling tired in the morning, you don't want to get out of bed, and you don't really want to go stick on your grubs and get dusty all day. If it wasn't for you guys, I probably wouldn't have that extra kick up the arse to actually get on with the house. So I can't thank you enough for supporting everything that we do as a family. And hopefully I can continue to make somewhat entertaining and, in many ways, educational videos, because if I can do it, you can do it. So yeah, Anyways, on that note, guys, I'm going to wrap up today's vlog. Thank you so much for watching. A big shout out to the guys over on Patreon who go that extra mile to support me. Month by month, they get the vlogs early, or at least they do most of the time. I'm trying my best. But yeah, big shout out to you guys. And if you've not done this already, Orion Whittle merch, link on screen right now. You can go check out the store and buy some clothes that me and my family have put together. It's all family done. We do everything ourselves here, unless the task is too hard or too challenging and you want that extra bit of polish. Probably should treat my merch the same way because I'm not an artist by any means, but yeah. Thank you for watching. Really do appreciate it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace, much love. Bye-bye.